good morning. This is Patricia from Track Controller Guretruck. Today I'm going to show you our presentation that will contain information from transport and logistic industry. We have some good news from our legal department. So I will share my screen and let's go. I will start with the older presentation that I've received. I received just maybe 1 week ago from my colleagues, and it starts with Romanian truck driver that was convicted in France for cannabis trafficking. And the Dijon court handed down a 3-year prison sentence to a 31-year-old Romanian lorry driver after he was caught transporting 99 kilograms of cannabis on the A36 motorway near Argely last November. Of the 3-year sentence, 2 years will be spent in prison, in addition to a fine of 482,000 euros, equivalent to the value of the drug seized. The man, a resident of Spain, is the father of 2 children and the owner of a transport company. According to his statement in court, he agreed to transport the drugs from Spain to Germany for 17,000 euros, money he planned to use to pay off debts of his company. However, the public prosecutor dismissed his version as pure fabrication. The investigation revealed inconsistencies in his statements. It was discovered that his truck had been escorted by a car on 3 occasions in the 2 months prior to his arrest. In addition, he provided contradictory explanations about the presence of other persons in the vehicle, initially mentioning an employee and then his brother. In addition to the prison sentence, he was banned from entering France for 10 years, and the court ordered the confiscation of his truck. He accepted the sentence without opposition, even thanking the court before being escorted to prison. Bulgarian transport company fined millions for labor fraud in the Netherlands. The Netherlands Labor Inspectorate has imposed sanctions on a freight forwarding company based in Bulgaria, which operated mainly in the province of Guretruck. The company, which has been under investigation since 2023, committed violations of the Minimum Wage Act, the Minimum Holiday Allowance, and Dutch employment regulations. International investigation. The investigation was conducted jointly by the Labour Inspectorate, the Dutch Inspectorate for the Human Environment and Transport, ILT, and Bulgarian labour inspectors. In Bulgaria, it was found that the company only had an administrative office, while all resources and operational activities were located in the Netherlands. Drivers resident in the Netherlands were questioned about their working conditions, which revealed irregularities in the payments of wages and hours worked. The company used its tax regulation in Bulgaria to circumvent Dutch labor regulation and social security contributions. After concluding that the company was indeed established in the Netherlands, the Labour Inspectorate determined the application of Dutch labour law. The fines amount to a total of 540 euros for 40,000 euros for violations of the Employment of Foreigners Act and the Minimum Wage and Holiday Allowance Act. Additionally, the owner faces a personal fine of up to 60,000 €1,000 for the use of a false tax registration and for acting as a de facto administrator of a fictitious company. This joint operation underlines the efforts of the Dutch and Bulgarian authorities to combat labor fraud in the transport sector by ensuring the enforcement of local legislation and protecting workers' rights. United Kingdom Mandatory Entry Summary Declaration (ENS) for goods from the 21st of January. Britain will require all goods imported from the European Union to have an Entry Summary Declaration (ENS) before crossing the border. This requirement aims to strengthen customs controls and combat the entry of illicit goods such as drugs and weapons. The carrier is responsible for submitting the ENS, although he may delegate this task to authorized third parties with his consent. The ENS will be submitted through the SNSGB system developed by the UK government. The deadlines depend on the mode of transport. Containerized sea cargo 24 hours prior to departure, ferries 2 hours before arrival, channel tunnel 1 hour prior to arrival at terminal. Compliance avoids delays at borders and is necessary to maintain for apply for authorized economic operator status. A failure to comply may result in administrative penalties and delays. Shippers and importers are urged to prepare in advance and use the resources offered by the UK government on gov.uk to adapt to the new system. Okay, and now we have some fines from Spain that have been won by our legal department. The first case is from Madrid, April 2023, for alleged infraction consisting of excess of weight. A fine of a sanction of €301 has been won. Ministry, September 2024, alleged infraction consisting of delay in the payment of an invoice for a transport service. A fine with a sanction of €601 has been won. Navarra, April 2024, alleged infraction consisting of driving without inserting the driver's card in the tachograph. A fine with a sanction of €2,001 has been won. Castilla-La Mancha, March 2021, file won in public administration treasury procedure. A fine with a sanction of €100 has been won. Murcia, October 2023, alleged infraction consisting of lack of the certificate of the driver. The sanction of a fine has been reduced from €2,000 to €600. Okay, and now we have one more presentation. Give me a second. I have to check something. Okay. Perfect. Spain, use of the V16 sign for international traffic. The V16 warning signaling device will be mandatory in Spain from the 1st of January 2026 for all passengers, for all passenger cars, mixed vehicles, buses, and lorries. International regulations. Foreign vehicles in Spain may use triangles or other devices approved in their country. Spanish vehicles abroad, they will only need the V16 without the obligation to carry triangles in countries that are signatories to the Geneva and Vienna Conventions. Spain is a pioneer in the implementation. The DGT has published an instruction clarifying the regulations for international circulation. The instruction published by the DGT can be consulted at this link here. Okay. Again, Spain, restrictions on lorries in 2025. Key points: vehicles are over 70.5 kilos MMA or MMC have restrictions by timetable and road sections. Exemptions: transport of livestock, perishable goods, post-emergency vehicles, and transport of snowmelt in winter. Dangerous goods must follow specific roads. Any diversion must be notified 24 hours in advance. Special vehicles restricted except in urgent cases. Fire, rescue, road traffic. It is recommended to consult the full digital resolution for more details. A Zimbabwean truck driver braves the snow for the first time on Austrian Alpine Pass. A Zimbabwean truck the driver had an extreme experience when he was confronted with snow for the first time while crossing an Alpine Pass in Vorarlberg, Austria. The situation, which caused major traffic jams on the road, tested his skills and the patience of other drivers. The driver, surprised by the wintry condition, tried to improve his truck traction with a tensioning belt. However, the improvised method did not work, and as expected, the friction caused a tire to explode, leaving the vehicle completely stuck on the road. Traffic was paralyzed for the morning until the truck was towed away and the damaged tire was replaced. Finally, the driver was able to continue his journey, taking with him an unforgettable lesson about driving in snowy conditions. Netherlands. A truck driver crosses a bicycle bridge in Rotterdam and causes damage. A Romanian truck driver caused severe damage to a bicycle bridge in the Wilgenwand district of Dordrecht in the Netherlands. After taking a wrong turn and getting stuck in the neighborhood, in a desperate attempt to get out, he decided to drive his 18-meter trailer across a bridge designed for bicycles, and emergency vehicles with disastrous consequences. The incident was filmed by a neighbor, Warner Van Vel, who could not believe his eyes. The video quickly went viral on social media, garnering thousands of reactions. Although the bridge is still safe for cyclists and pedestrians, it suffered considerable damage to the site. Repairs have not yet started due to a lack of available parts. Yes, the municipality of Dordrecht contacted the Romanian company the truck driver works for, which assured that the driver was experienced. However, the local authorities plan to claim compensation for the damage caused. The video of the incident also became popular in Germany, where a parody was made in which an angry boss shouts in German at the driver Florian to be careful. The parody has accumulated more than 320,000 likes on Instagram alone. Give me a second, maybe we will see the video. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Yeah. Poland. Now we have Poland. Truck with serious mechanical defects stopped on the A4. Road transport inspectors in Poland stopped a lorry which had multiple mechanical failures and posed a serious risk to road safety. The vehicle, which was traveling on the A4 motorway in Modlin, was intercepted following an alert from a driver. During the inspection, it was discovered that the tractor had no lights, no rear number plate, cracked and rusted brake discs, and tires in poor condition with exposed wires. In addition, the semi-trailer didn't have a valid technical inspection, of course, and had a leak in the hydraulic suspension cylinder. Was also found that the maximum authorized weight has been exceeded by 11 tons, and that the lorry was 45 centimeters longer and 65 centimeters wider than permitted without the mandatory escort for this type of transport. The authorities have initiated administrative proceedings against the employer responsible for this transport. Okay, legislative changes in transport. I've already told you about the changes in the transport in 2005. Okay, and the last case, truck with loose cargo crosses Arabida Bridge. A freight container broke loose from the galley of the heavy goods vehicle it was traveling in, which crossing the Arabida Bridge. The incident occurred due to the strength of the wind, which hit the city of Porto on Wednesday morning. The moment was shared on social media. Invicta is under an orange warning due to the forecast of strong winds with gusts of up to 100 kilometers per hour and a yellow warning due to rain. Yeah. And cases from Spain, Andalusia, June 2022, alleged infraction consisting of lack of weekly rest, a fine of a sanction of €800 has been won. Ministry, March 2024, alleged infraction consisting of excess of daily driving, a fine of a sanction of €4,000 has been won. Ministry, April 2024, alleged infringement consisting of lack in daily rest, a fine of a sanction of €401 has been won. And Extremadura, May 2022, alleged infraction consisting of lack in daily rest, a fine of a sanction of €400 has been won. And the last case from Andalusia, October 2024, alleged infraction consisting of lack of the CPC of the driver. The sanction of a fine has been reduced from €2,001 to €600. And I think that's it for today. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.